Hi everyone, we are on the road this week for the 8 at IFE 2017 in Manhattan.
The most important thing about this show is, where is Fran Elmo? More on that next on the 8.
All right, well, I think that to kick things off, we'll just stick with our normal format here, and I think that there's some pretty fantastic things happening with some pretty fantastic brands.
Very cool show. There's about 500 franchise opportunities throughout the room, from health and wellness, which seems to be coming up as a hot topic, to niche fitness, niche wellness, like cryotherapy. There's a lot of interesting brands that are taking a swing at being the next big thing. A few years ago is self-serve frozen yogurt, and now there's a lot of opportunities that are trying to pop up to the top. What is interesting, it's not so much necessarily what the brand is, but it's what is the investment and what is the return on investment. That seems to be lifting up the brands that are the top brands here. And clearly, if you've been watching or following 1851, you saw that we put out the best of the best. So if you're walking the show, if you happen to be in New York, look for the best of the best sign at booths. Those are ones that our editors have picked out as some of the best brands to look at.
And who would you say are some of the Fran celebrities that people should be on the lookout for?
The Fran celebrities, we've talked about this before, but I really feel it's the franchise prospect. This is your opportunity to walk the floor and understand what is the sell of a franchise brand. So really the celebrity or the Fran celebrity are the future franchisees, those that are going to be buying the brands here at a show like this.
When it comes to fresh money, what is it that you think people should keep in mind as they're walking the floor?
Yeah, we've talked about this before too, that item 19 is now that's the darling when it comes to understanding how much can you potentially make with a franchise brand. It gives you an average. That doesn't mean you're necessarily going to make it. You should be shooting to make a lot more than that. But the fresh money is understanding how much will it cost you to get into this franchise and how much can you potentially make. Both of those answers should be answered as you're walking the floor here.
Are there any specific hot takes or frants that you have for people as they're walking the floor at IFE?
Yeah, my frant is this. If there's 500 brands, they're all spending money to get in front of the right franchise prospect, yet unemployment is what it is, the political climate, buyers are taking longer to buy. So that means the buying decision is going to take longer, the amount of brands that are going after that same buyer, and I don't think the pool of buyers has changed. It's probably decreased over the last few years. That means you're going to have to be creative about the way you deliver your brand, whether that's through your website, through your booth here, through your storytelling, or it's going to be in the way that you spend money. You're going to have to outspend the competition in order to get your brand in front of the right prospect.
Absolutely, some solid advice there. And with franching forward, I think a lot of prospective owners are going to be doing that.
Yeah, I think with Franch Forward, my advice is stick with one brand. If you're going to be a multi-unit operator, try to develop one brand. Look at how do I go from 1 to 3 units before you diversify your portfolio. And you'll see this at the show. The show is really for the rookie franchisee, not the experienced one. There'll be some experienced franchisees that walk the floor, but the experienced guys go to Franchise Update's multi-unit conference. The rookie guys go to a show like this to get a real glimpse of what's out there.
And I think I already know what the answer to this one is going to be, but Fran funny for this week?
Fran Elmo. I see ya. Look on our Facebook page throughout the weekend. You can see if you can spot Fran Elmo too. We'll be interviewing him there.
Any Transpiration for people walking the floor?
Keep an open eye. If you're looking at a brand, say you want a school franchise, don't settle on just the big boy. Look at the entire field. I think that will give you a good perspective into what is the right brand for you. It's not necessarily the biggest, it's not necessarily the smallest, but it's what culturally do you fit well with, because this is a relationship, this is a life change. So don't just settle, don't just get overly excited with one brand in the category, look at the whole category.
And I think this week we have to go with the Fran, right?
The Fran is this, IFE, New York, thanks for being a Fran. You're opening up our eyes to many different opportunities, so you're a Fran of the week.
I think that's the great way to end it. And if you're at IFE, feel free to swing by the 1851 booth. We'd love to talk to you.
Yeah, we'll be doing interviews all weekend, so we look forward to seeing you. Thanks for watching the 8.